You wake up, grab your phone, and spend 15 minutes scrolling in the dark. But when you sit down at your desk at 9 a.m., your actual work feels agonizingly boring. Checking social media or watching videos the moment you open your eyes sets an artificially high stimulation baseline. You are creating a dopamine spike before your day has even started. To fix this, you can execute a 7-step low dopamine morning routine. This sequence keeps your stimulation levels deliberately low for the first 60 to 90 minutes of the day. Before you begin, gather a few physical tools. You need a standalone alarm clock, a pre-filled water bottle, a paper notebook, and a specific core work task chosen the night before. By keeping cheap, highly stimulating inputs out of those first 90 minutes, your brain retains its sensitivity. When it is time to do analytical work or focused writing later, you will have the attention span required to complete it. Step 1 happens before you go to sleep. You need to plug your smartphone into an outlet outside your bedroom. Over half of adults check their phone within 5 minutes of waking. Creating physical distance forces you to stand up and walk, which helps break the automatic half-asleep reflex to start scrolling. Once you are out of bed, step outside or stand near a bright window for 5 to 10 minutes of direct sunlight. This bright natural light hitting your retina triggers the cortisol awakening response. This is the healthy signal your circadian system uses to transition from sleep to alert wakefulness. If you live in a dark winter climate or wake up before dawn, using a 10,000 lux light therapy lamp for 10 minutes works as an effective substitute. Step 3. Drink 16 ounces of water before you make any attempt to brew coffee. Your body dehydrates during sleep. Rehydrating before you introduce a chemical stimulant prevents the jittery, anxious feeling that comes from putting caffeine into an empty system. Step 4. Delay all caffeine consumption for 60 to 90 minutes after waking. This diagram shows a chemical compound called adenosine lingering in the brain upon waking. This compound is responsible for the physical feeling of sleep pressure. Your body needs this 90-minute window to naturally clear the remaining adenosine molecules from your neural receptors. If you drink coffee at minute 0, caffeine blocks those receptors before the natural clearing process finishes. Because that sleep pressure remains trapped, you experience an energy crash when the caffeine wears off and the backlog hits all at once. By drinking water first and delaying your coffee, you allow your brain to clear adenosine naturally. The caffeine will provide sustained alertness instead of a temporary volatile spike. Between minutes 15 and 30, introduce 10 to 15 minutes of light physical movement, like a walk or basic stretching. Avoid high-intensity interval training or heavy lifting during this window. An intense workout creates an endorphin rush that can raise your dopamine baseline too early in the day. From minutes 30 to 40, sit down for an analog journaling session. You must use a physical pen and paper, as opening a note-taking app on a device introduces the risk of digital distraction. If you are staring at a blank page, write out this exact prompt to focus your mind. The one thing that would make today a success is... Writing by hand requires focus. It engages your prefrontal cortex gently, requiring cognitive effort without delivering instant gratification. At the 90-minute mark, you are ready for Step 7, your first focused work block. Take the core task you chose the night before and work on it for at least 30 minutes. Do not open email, check Slack, or read the news until this block is complete. Because you spent the last hour and a half slowly ramping up your stimulation levels through sunlight, hydration, and writing, your baseline is stable. This makes it easier to stay engaged with deep work. You have awakened your circadian rhythm, cleared your sleep pressure, completed a session of deep work without a single screen-induced dopamine spike. If a 90-minute routine is impossible for your schedule, use the minimum effective dose. Keep your phone in the other room, get sunlight, drink water, and do your first 30-minute work block immediately. To make this a permanent habit, turn this 7-step sequence into a recurring daily checklist. Tracking your completion streaks connects your daily habits to your broader weekly goals. Managing your stimulation levels for those first 90 minutes ensures your brain remains sensitive to the focus required for the rest of your day.